purchased the old 3rd District Police Station back in May of 2000 and then turned it into Mad Art Gallery. We renovated the entire building. The old squad car garage is actually the gallery now. And then one of the things we do here are private events. So we utilize the space pretty much as it existed. We still have the jail cells here. We still have the old sergeant's desk here. And we try to keep everything, as original as we can, but still do modern functions. And one of the things that we do, like I said, we do is the private events, and that's how we generate 100% of our revenue in order to run the gallery. So if we have an art opening, the artists get to keep 100% of everything they sell.
Looking through those crystal eyes, and I want so bad for you to know that when I hear your name, my heart it flies through the day.
I'm Brian Cummings. I'm a commercial photographer in the St. Louis, Missouri area. And we're here at the Mad Art Gallery to talk about my current show called Fairy Fatales. I started this almost 4 years ago. About 3 years ago, I think, is when we shot the very first one. I think they're interesting tales. They're really messed up. If you really read the true stories, they're horrible, and that's kind of what I wanted to do to it. I wanted to kind of like flip it and show that the real horror was the fact that you weren't being told the true story, which is kind of a reality of history anyway. I like dissecting my childhood. I like dissecting what was considered precious, and I think that's what a lot of people in my generation and I think younger generations are kind of doing right now, is like, let's take these things that were somewhat sacred or accepted and let's take a knife to them. There's a little bit of the expected as far as the classical elements of some of the fairy tales. I originally wanted to take these all into very modern telling, but I think that it would have lost a little too much if I went too far away. And the reason fairy tales work is because in this day and age where no one seems to watch the same thing because there's a million outlets to watch, fairy tales are the one thing everyone is pretty much familiar with. A 4-year-old and a 44-year-old still know fairy tales. Most everything you've seen is the way it's lit. It's in camera. I like to push things. I like contrast. I like harder shadows. I like brighter highlights. But honestly, if anything, we might have tried to open up a few of the shadows in post. Some things like on Snow White, we actually did put the tattoo on her on the model herself. That I had an illustrator friend named Brian designed that for me. He did a great job, and we actually had them produced, and we had them at different sizes, and we found the one that fit her arm. We put it on, but in post we went through and kind of cleaned up. Like when you do a rub-on tattoo, it's got the little sticky. It looks fake, so we had to kind of give it a little bit of the raw skin look and make it look a little bit more that she's actually getting the tattoo at the time. That's what I really like. I like executing an idea as close to what my vision in my head is, but still having that room for spontaneity. The photo of Doc, the little person from Snow White, I've gotten a lot of people who say that's their favorite image, and it blows me away because that took me 5 minutes to shoot that. It was really kind of like in between sets, and we were changing Snow White into a different outfit, and we had already done my stylist, my producer's like, well, the dwarfs were minors, so they would have jewels. I'm like, I don't remember that. What are you talking about? But she had done the homework, and so that's why he's got all the big bling on his fingers. But that's a little thing that having the homework done and having the planning, we could improvise and make a cool shot. A lot of these things were done on the weekends. We did 4 of them in about a month, and we did 3 of them, I think, in 1 week. I think a Friday, a Sunday, and a Monday. And that's pretty grueling. That's pretty rough on the crew, but if it's something people feel like it's a unique opportunity, it's amazing what they'll jump in to do.